Beauty ridiculous, and I'm so good, I'm shivering.
Hey guys, it's me, Imani, and I'm back again with another video. Say again with a whoa. I said I'm back again. But whoa, I said I'm hey, whoa. All right, so extra. In this video, I wanted to share my journey. So I got, long story short, I'm subscribed to this thing called the Ivy Box. I'm an AKA Ski My Sorors. So the Ivy Box is like a Etsy, is that what it's called? Etsy, something like that. Like one of those things, like you get a monthly subscription of a box with like surprises and goodies inside. Most of the time it's clothes, sometimes it's jewelry. I'm trying to think if I got anything. I got like a couple bags, like a crossbody bag. It was really cute. It's mostly clothes, but sometimes they do like extra stuff, like I got masks, like pandemic COVID masks, stuff like that. But most of the time it's clothes and sprinkle a little bit of extra stuff here and there. So in January we got this. You can see it says, how do you stop a determined woman, ... You can't, period. And on the box, on the back it says Ivy Box, and the website is www.ivystorehouse.com. So open it up. It's just I thought it was a calendar, and it's not. It is a calendar, but it's like a planner. So they this is like the big monthly calendar, and then it's like the monthly intention. So you write your financial goals, personal goals, relationships, spiritual, wellness, and work, and then there's room for notes at the bottom. And every month is like the same layout, so it's not new stuff every month. So every month I can reset my financial, personal, relationship, spiritual, wellness, and work goals. And then the second page is a budget, space, income, savings, expenses, summary. There's like these little rating emojis, so you can say, did I stick to my monthly budget? Are my savings on track to meet my yearly goal? Am I prepared for an unexpected life event with what's in my emergency fund? And is my money being spent on things that truly matter to me? And then is a section for notes. The next page, this is monthly book list, book title, author, book notes. And then these repeat. So it's like 4 copies for 4 weeks of the month. And it's the planner for like each day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then to-do list on the right, and then on the bottom is notes. On the next page, it's a weekly meal planner and a shopping list, and then a habit tracker. So like you write in the habits, and then you like check them off for every day for if you did it. And then there's a water tracker on the bottom, and then that repeats for how many months how many weeks are in that month. So let me open up to January. I loved this. Like, I was so excited we got this. I hope we get another one when January 2022 comes. This was amazing. Like, I loved it. I have another calendar, so I was like, dang, they got me a calendar. But it's because it's not the same as like planning. Oh, I didn't show y'all the end of the month. But because it's not the same as planning, setting goals, your budget, my other calendar is just a calendar, like for the week and for the whole month. Like, it's just that. So this is so different. I'm so glad we got it. But at the end of the month, what I forgot to tell y'all was there is the reflection page. So it's what were my biggest wins this month? How can I improve next month? How well did I meet my goals? So those goals on the first page of every month: financial, personal, relationship, spiritual, wellness, and work. You can check off. The first column is nailed it, the second column is got close, and the third column is I'll crush it next month. And then the next question is, where did I see the most growth this month? And what I've been doing is I'll pick one of the 6 options, or like whatever I nailed, like when I put nailed it, I'll put that I saw the most growth in that category. So for January, I saw the most growth in spiritual and financial. And each month it differed. Like some months I saw better wellness, and some months I did better at work and stuff like that. So I just used that instead of like writing specific things. And then it says, how did I surprise myself this month? And then I wrote stuff there. So the purpose of this video is to tell y'all that this is my first time ever budgeting. I've never written down my finances. I've never kept track of what I spent, how much I got back. I never did that. I just looked at the app for my bank account, and I was like, it looks good. Yeah, okay. That was always it. I'm 23, so I'm 23 with a money tree growing more too. Hey, Drake line. So I'm pretty young, so I never really cared to budget. I did go to programs in college. Like, I know our Multicultural Greek Council held a program one time, and it was like about budgeting, and I was listening, but afterwards I was like, yeah, who cares? Like, not who cares, but I wasn't motivated to budget. I was just like, okay, like I was listening, I learned a lot, but I didn't practice it afterwards. So this is literally my first time ever budgeting, and it's 6 months into 2021. So I wanted to talk to y'all about how I feel about it so far, and then in December I plan on coming back on here and completing my thoughts and telling y'all how much I liked it or didn't like it. Because like I said, I've never done this before. So I have been consistent, which is very good. I haven't missed a month, and actually it's very exciting for me. Like, I'm like, oh, it's the end of the month, like I'm about to go look at what happened. Like, it's like cool. It's like seeing a weight loss journey or weight gain journey. It's like you see the process, or even like looking at hair growth journeys. It's like, dang, like my hair was this short in February and now it's this long. It's like that. It's like, what did I do all month? It's like exciting. So like I've been thinking about it the past couple days, because it's about to be the end of the month now. It's the 24th, so I have a couple days until I go and look at what I did for June. So I got multiple jobs, right? So in my income, there are like different, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces, and then the 5th space is not really a space. It's supposed to be like an enter, like, you know how you leave space so that it looks nice, it's not too much on the eyes. It's one of those things. But if I had like somebody send me money like miscellaneously, like, then I will put it in that 5th space. But it's really only 4 spaces. So my day job at the high school that I work at, I get paid every 2 weeks. So I was trying to figure out, because when I first got the job, it was like sometimes I would get paid this month, sometimes this much, and sometimes I would get paid a different amount. And I was like, what is going on here? I was just trying to figure it out. This is my first real job. Like, all my other jobs have been dance related, and it's not as serious. So I've never like had to deal with some of the things that I've had to deal with having a real 9 to 5. So I put both, I put 2 entries for my day job instead of doing 1, because I was trying to figure out if it changed. And then for my 2 studio jobs for dance, so I teach. I taught at Elion Dance Unlimited, and I taught at, can you see? Oh, the head's in the way. Alex J Dream Center. So I did those separately too, because they're different places, so I got paid differently. So, and I taught different amount of classes at each studio. So those filled up my 4 spaces, and then if I got like a gift, somebody sent me money or something like that, I would put miscellaneous in the 5th space and write that down. My savings, they give you 4.5. the same amount as the income, but I only really used one, and I would just like look, and I wouldn't. People say you're supposed to do a percentage of how much you gain. I think I heard like really, I'm pretty sure this is what I heard. You're supposed to save like 80% of your income, but I haven't been doing that. I just been like eyeballing it. Like I do 200 this month, 300 that month. I just been trying to like move everything down, like from my checkings to my savings account, just because, like, you know what I'm saying, like it don't gotta sit in that checkings. Like I don't want nothing to happen to it, so I've been moving it down. I just been doing random numbers. I haven't been doing the percentage or none of that, just because like I don't think it's that deep. I don't know. Maybe I'll learn something one day and change my ways. But I don't know. I just been doing a random number every time. And then my expenses, they mostly, I found like my main 6 expenses, and I just moved that over to the next month. Nails, wax, hand and stone, food, gas, and miscellaneous. And that's really what's been killing me. And then when I do different stuff, I'll add it on, because you see it was mad space underneath. My nails, anywhere between $70 and $100, and I still haven't figured out how it jumps that much, because I basically get the same thing done. They be trying to play you with taxing you with these nail designs and everything else, but whatever. I was going to European Wax Center like for years, not consistently, but that was the only place I went to. And that was like $70, but I never went consistently. But I'm trying to just say, I stopped going to European Wax Center. My goal last Juneteenth, so a year ago, I had a goal of finding all black owned everything. Like, and I did a lot of research. I found stuff, but I still do buy from things that aren't black owned. But I'm trying, it's a growing process. I'm trying to cut back. So I did find a black owned, she does more than, she's an esthetician. She does more than just waxes. She does facials and stuff like that. I've never gotten a facial done from her, but I did find her, and that's who I go to now. No more European Wax Center. And I'm scared to even tell y'all who she is, because the girl gets booked fast. Like, I don't want nobody trying to find her, because it's very, very hard. Like, and I'm new, so it's not even like I'm old and like fighting for my spot. I'm new and trying to like claw at an appointment. So I'm scared. I'm very scared. But I will say she's really good. And if she watches this, thank you. But I'm so scared to like promote her, because I'm not gonna be able to get it done. Hand and stone. My birthday, I got a certificate, a gift certificate to go to Hand and Stone, get a massage. And the girl at the front desk, she was so nice. Like, she was black, and she was so nice, and she was so like personable. I just thought I knew her like all my life, and she talked me into getting a membership. So now I go to Hand and Stone every month. But it is worth it, because I'm active and I'm a dancer. It's very well like needed, so it's not a complaint, and I think it's a necessary purchase, and I don't see myself cutting it out unless I go broke. Food, I don't even know why I spent so much money on food. It was ridiculous, and I'm trying to cut it back, because like the key is that I'm supposed to be staying at home, saving money, you know what I'm saying? Like, my mom buys the groceries. Why do I spend so much money on food? Half the reason is because my sister be like, can we go to Wendy's? Can we go to Wawa? Can we go to here? Can we go to there? And I be hungry. So I be like, yeah. Like, I'm not one of those, like, I don't think when I have my own kids, I'm not going to be one of them, can we go to McDonald's, Mom? Nah, we got food at home. That's not going to be me, because I'm going to be like, I do want a french fry. Like, now I don't eat McDonald's, but I'll be like, my sister be like, can we go to Wendy's? I'm like, I did win a 4 for 4. So yeah. And then gas. Can y'all spell inflation? I don't even want to talk about it. And then miscellaneous be like if I buy some clothes, if I buy something dumb, like dumb stuff that's not like a real bill, I just group it all together. So yeah, let me see what else I can tell y'all what else I spend money on. My February was the same stack. In March, I did get my hair, before I went to Jamaica, go watch that video, I got those box braids. So that was a bill in its own category. I didn't group that with miscellaneous. Also in March, I started paying off my student loan. So that's its own category as well. Let's see. April, Jamaica got its own, its own little join, like its own line. Cannot group that with nothing else. That was a bill. Let's see what else. In May, I started, once it got hot, I'm trying to go to a car wash every month. So I added that on the bottom. It's only like $10, so whatever. And then I also ended up buying a lot of people gifts, like for birthdays. Like one of my line sisters got a new house. I got her a housewarming. Oh, she got an apartment. Same difference. I got her a housewarming gift. So like I got a lot of people gifts in May. So I wanted to see that separate from my miscellaneous purchases. So I grouped gifts all together. But yeah, and then I haven't done June yet. But what I have planned on here, if I could find the page, I have planned the same amount of things as always, plus hair, because I just got my hair done. Shout out to Dakota. Yeah, I'll put her @name and stuff from Instagram on here, because y'all can support my sis. But I'm really scared to put the wax girl on here, because I'm telling you, I'm not going to be able to get waxed. So yeah, now let me go on my notes in my phone to tell y'all exactly what I wanted to tell y'all about how this has been going for me. Let's see, where's it at? I have so many notes in my phone, I can never find what I'm looking for. So I told y'all how I budget. This planner is the only thing I use. And when I put it in here, I don't have an extra notebook to do my math. I use my phone, look at my apps. I go down to the first of the month and I add it up in my calculator app. So if it's too many apps, sometimes it's too much flipping back and forth and stuff. So I might use my bank app on my phone, and then I'll open my MacBook and use the calculator app on there to add everything up. And then once everything's added up, I'll say the number out loud 6 times, 132, 132, 132, so that I won't have to pull out any more paper and pen. And then I'll add everything up again from whatever group it's in. Food, I'll go all the way back, scroll all the way back to the first of the month, find all my food things, add them up again on the calculator, and make sure it's the same number, so that I'm not miscalculating my expenses or whatever I'm calculating. And then I write it down. So yeah, I don't use too many, I don't have scrap paper or anything. I do it either by phone, electronics, or by memory. That's how I get it done. How I feel about budgeting, right? So that's the plan of this video. Overall, I really do like it. I like having something to do at the end of every month, seeing my reflections on my goals and seeing if I stop spending so much money on food each month, because that's a repeating goal. I like having something to look forward to, for progression. I really like that. But what I do not like is that I think budgeting gave me anxiety. And what I mean by that is, before, when I wasn't tracking my funds, if I spent $200, now this is excessive, I'm just throwing a number out there, but if I spent $200 on food, Who cared? Because the end total in my bank account, whatever it was at the time, I liked it. It was decent enough for me. So I didn't think I was broke, and I didn't care to say, girl, you spent way too much money on food this month, because I didn't know. Like, I just was like, oh, I got money in my account, we lit. Like, but now that I'm seeing, like, dang, girl, you spent, let me pull up a number. One of these numbers was too much, and I was like, I went on a strike. I'll tell you about that in a second. In April, I spent $228.30 on food. That was the last month that I did something like that. And I was like, this is ridiculous. Like, I was disgusted at this number, because my budgeting number was $100. I was only supposed to spend $100 on food, and I spent double that plus more. So I was like, that's ridiculous. So before, like, I didn't have that, like, self-disappointment, because I didn't know. I was just spending, like, and I don't like that. Like, now every day I'm driving, like, keep driving past the Wawa. Like, I it's like scary. Like, it's like, I don't want to see a negative number at the end of the month, and that gives me anxiety, because it's like, dang, like, before I was living carefree, spending, eating, buying clothes, and it was lavish. And now I'm like, I'm about to slap myself if I even think about stopping at Wendy's. And my sister be like, can we go? Can we go? And I'm like, dang. I just be like, we got food at home. Like, everything else is fine. Like, even my miscellaneous purchases, like, it be stuff that's important to me. Like, I don't just buy, like, dumb stuff. Like, if I'm buying something extra, it's because I really feel like I need it. And I'm also, even though I keep saying, like, I be spending, I'm also very much Mr. Krabs. Very much. I get it from my dad. Like, I don't like buying stuff. Like, something will sit in my cart online for 30 days, because if I don't need it, I don't need it. So I gotta make myself, like, really want something in order for me to spend money on it. Like, I gotta really want it. So if I'm buying something miscellaneous, like sunscreen, or, like, this is like dumb stuff that I buy. Like, the other day I bought a yoga block. I felt like I was thinking about buying that for weeks. Like, and then when I saw that, I was like, I'm gonna buy it. So when I buy something extra, like, it's thought put into it. It's not just dumb stuff. The only dumb thing I buy is food. So I like having to tally something up at the end of the month, but I don't like seeing the numbers. I hate seeing the numbers. I absolutely hate seeing the numbers. When I subtract my income minus my expenses, it be okay. Like, it's never been bad. So I wasn't saying, like, I don't like seeing that number. The total of the month be okay with me. I'll be fine. It just be like, can I scale back? How can I scale back? Because if I can, I should. But it's hard. Before I was budgeting, I didn't have a problem, because I was saving way more than I was spending. Like, even if I splurged on something, I still was saving for like 4, 5, 6 months. So I never felt like bad. I'm like, this is your one time to spend money on this. Like, do it. Like, I've always been a saver. Like, always. So that's why even now, I also don't want y'all to think I'm balling, because it's not the case. I just save well. Like, I save well, and I don't splurge all the time. I'm not buying stuff every day. I really very seldom buy stuff. That's why I don't like seeing the numbers, because it's like, dang, like, where did this go? I barely bought stuff. I don't even have nothing to show for this, because I either ate it or I drove it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's where the money is, in my stomach or in my gas tank. Like, it's like, where did it go? Yeah, that's all my notes. So my last comment is, would I recommend budgeting to everybody else? The answer is yes. Overall, I enjoy budgeting. I like tracking it down. I like seeing it, whether it's good or bad. Like, it's cool to me, like, just to be like, this is what you did. This is what you did, girl. Like, you, Imani, like, you did this. Nobody else. This is what you did. So it's cool seeing that. It makes me feel more responsible. it makes me feel more responsible and guilty. Like, so it's up and down. Like, I feel like, yes, I'm doing something good. Like, I'm not just blowing my money away. But then at the same time, it's like, it makes me not want to spend. But I really do like budgeting. And I'm excited to see the rest of my 6 months. Maybe at the end, here's the thing, like, I hate people that pocket watch, so I'm very careful about what I say on this video, because I do know people in real life that be like, she got this, she got that, how she buy that, how she buy that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm not rich and I'm not poor. That's all you gotta know. Don't pocket watch nothing. Nothing. But I don't want to share, like, this girl I watch on YouTube, her YouTube page is Teriyamo Erin. She does budgeting videos sometimes, like, it's not all the time, but she does do it, and I watch it, and it's interesting to me to see like what she spends her monthly bills on, like, because she's a little bit older than me, like, there's a different job, like, she's a little bit more mature than me. She's still in her 20s, but it's still like interesting to see like what somebody else does with their money. Like, it's interesting to me, like, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do this. Like, stuff like that. Like, I'm not like, ooh, girl, like, blah, 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 blah. That's different. Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, how to be a mature and responsible adult. So that's why I like watching her videos. But the point of me saying that is, she will say, this month I spent $2,400. I'm just throwing a number out there. This month I spent this much on this much on this. Like, she lists her stuff, but I just feel like that makes me uncomfortable. I don't like people knowing too much information about me. I'm a Scorpio. Like, I'm very, like, not secretive, but I'm very much need to know basis. So I don't know, and a lot of people, like, I'm new to YouTube, so a lot of people that watch my videos are people that I know in real life. So I don't really want people knowing how much I have, how much I spend, how much nothing. I don't want them knowing anything. So I'm not sure if maybe at the end of the year, since it's less like detailed, I'll tell y'all how much income I received throughout the whole year, how much I spent throughout the whole year, and like my net income. Maybe I'll do that because I feel like it's less detailed, but I don't want to tell y'all section by, like, month by month, because I feel like then people won't be watching my pockets, and I don't like that. So I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll change my mind and I won't. But the purpose of this video was to tell y'all that if you have not begun budgeting, or if you've been on the fence about it, or maybe you was like me and was like, it's not important, maybe take a stab at it. There are like PDFs or templates on Pinterest, on Google Sheets. They have templates of budgets, or you could like Google it. I'm sure that like templates will show up if you can't find like a book like I have. So if you would like to take a stab at it, that would probably be the easiest way to do. Find a template and then just get cracking. You don't have to start in January like I did. That was happenstance. Like, that just happened because the Ivy box sent me this journal. But if they didn't, I probably wouldn't have budgeted all year. So you don't have to have a fancy smancy book like I have. You could do it online. I'm sure there are even apps on how to budget. I don't have any of that information, but Google. And tell me if you like it. Comment and let me know if you already budget, if you've been budgeting for years. Tell me what things I probably should do, focus on in the future, since I said I'm very, very new to this. And subscribe, like this video if you enjoyed. Please, please, please hit that red subscribe button. And also watch another video. Why not? And I'll see y'all at the next one.